Nice one.
Lee.
Big sauger.
He gulped it. That'll happen when you're using Berkeley Gulp. That boy,
Better?
Lee.
Nice one. Get him in that monster
Beauty.
net. Hi folks, today on Midwest Outdoors, we're out fishing with Lee Falk of WavePro, and we got the NWT Walleye Champion for 2019 in the boat. John Hoyer gonna catch some walleyes, gonna jig them up. That's what we're after right there.
You need the net on that
Yeah, but it's just a nice
Okay.
walleye. Thank
Dinner
you, sir.
sized.
Yeah. It was a long journey to get up here to these fish. That one's popped off the hook already. John, you run a lot of big bodies of water like this. It's very common for you to have to travel quite a distance on water, right?
Yeah, for sure. On a lake like Lake of the Woods, I mean, you're looking 15, 20, 25 miles away, you know, from takeoff in a tournament. So it's definitely a day-to-day thing.
That one will need a net. Break that lucky jig off. There you go. Thank you. So when you're out there running all that big water, what are some of the advantages to having a WavePro in the boat for you, John?
Well, actually, it's a longevity thing. I mean, I got my boat, my motor, and my seat pedestals.
Yeah.
And between those three things, I mean, that's what allows me to look, you know, 30, 40, 50 miles from takeoff. Then you have a day like today with, you know, 2 to 3 footers. It comes into my decision process for sure to be able to make that run and then be able to fish when I get there.
Definitely. You know, if you've ever had a back problem in your life, you know that that's a painful experience, and it's a product that can save your back, and that'll get you more days on the water. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
When you're fishing these walleye tournaments, you got a different guy in the boat just about every day once it's tournament day. What kind of feedback do they give you for riding on the WavePros?
It's always the same. They all love them. You know, they want to get them. And, you know, really kind of the beauty of it is I set that passenger seat a little firmer than mine. It's right around maybe 10 or 15 pounds.
Yep.
And I mean, besides any like extenuating circumstances, like a real man's man, you know, that cushion is perfect for it. So if I do have to make an adjustment, it's pretty simple in the morning with a pump and just maybe add 5 pounds.
Yeah, and usually, you know, if you do have to make an adjustment, like you said, that's going to be an extreme situation where, you know, you may have somebody weighing 275, 300, 350, something like that. That's when you would have to make that little adjustment maybe, but you always got that air underneath you, keeping you from bottoming out. That one's lucky day. If you take a look at John's boat here, he gives you a good look at the two base models for WavePros. You've got the fixed units and you've got the movable units. It's going to work with the Atwoods or Springfields or even the Garlic bases. They've got units available for all those. It'll also work with your slider seats in the Springfields, and WavePro is also coming out with their own slider seat to be compatible with the other models. Dig it.
That thing kind of liked it a lot.
Yeah. Nice one.
They like to choke the jigs.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty nice. That's kind of the difference between, I mean, you've been using a classic shiner minnow, I've been using a plastic. Now granted, I haven't really landed many of the small ones, but it seems like at least when the bigger fish come through, you know, they eat the whole
plastic's gonna
jig.
definitely catch some quality fish.
Nice little dinner going here.
Probably the #1 question you get about WavePros is the height. They're available in 10, 12, 14, and 16. It is really personal preference on the height you have. What height are you running in the boat, John?
I like the 14-inch ones for a number of specific reasons, but one, I have my 2 grass, my 2 Lowrance right at the helm. I have a full windshield Ranger, so the 14-inch allows me to see over the top of my windshield, you know, spot those bigger waves, to, you know, maneuver over them, and it just gives me comfort being able to see really well over the top of the windshield. Atta boy, Lee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, pretty walleye.
Greg, what do you got?
Well, it's got some shoulders. You're gonna have to get the net on this one. There you go. Oh, big pikey.
Ooh, we got the right net for that.
Rocket. That's a heavy one for. Look at that critter. I tell you what, folks. Not a giant walleye, but a real nice northern Fun fish to catch. I tell you what, it's always a good time to get out in the boat. Anytime you can get out, you want to make yourself comfortable. That's what WavePro can do for you. All you got to do, folks, is look them up at waveproshock.com or check them out at a dealer near you. For John Hoyer and Lee Falk, I'm Greg Jones. More Midwest Outdoors is coming right up. Broad back on that one.
I'd say.
Pretty colors. See you later. Oh.